one thing that I need in this world, it's going to have to be my coffee. I can't believe I turned into a coffee snob. So let me explain. So, of course, the first thing I grab when I get up in the morning, after I grab my clothes to get dressed, of course, is a cup of coffee. Actually, I go through several cups of coffee a day, maybe like two or three, maybe not that many. I'm trying to cut down because the caffeine really isn't good for you. Um, but just to share with you, if you're from the Philadelphia area, or the New Jersey area, you're going to be familiar with Wawa. Now, Wawa, don't get me wrong, has really, really good coffee. And for years on my way to work, when I was working in the office, of course, and even now, like especially during fall, I'll stop down at Wawa and I'll grab a pumpkin spice coffee. I love Wawa's pumpkin spice coffee. It's probably my favorite pumpkin spice coffee I have ever tried. And of course, the unlimited various types of different creamers that they have, the sugars, whatever. However, if you ever seen a catering company, you're going to notice that they have those, big dispensers, and you just crank it, kind of like what they have on a football field for Gatorade, if you will. All they do is just, mix the grounds up somehow, and then, they fill it with water, and then you have coffee, right? But until I found out another place really offers really great coffee. And I've been there several times to get gas. I've been there several times to get chicken. I've been there several times to get mashed potatoes and several times to get macaroni and cheese. However, I have never tried their coffee, Royal Farms coffee. Oh my God. Let me just tell you that their coffee is banging. I have to say banging because there's no other word that can explain it, but it's just banging coffee. The coffee is absolutely great, right? So they have a dispenser and it's all automated, touchscreen, like with the different coffees on it and everything. It reminds me of an iPad for coffee makers. It's just I wish I had one at home. The best part is it's all fresh. I see the coffee grounds, I see the coffee beans rather up top. I press the button. This is actually a medium roast coffee, the best. I pressed the button. You heard it, going down and grinding it up. Coffee came out. At first, it said, do you want to leave room for creamer, right? So I pressed yes, leave room for creamer, and it started to go down. This is a 24 ounce. It came all the way up to the top, so I got nervous. I thought it was going to overflow. So I hit the X button like right away. I was like, oh my God, it's going to overflow. There's no kind of drain or anything like that. So if it overflows, I'm screwed. I'm going to have coffee everywhere. It's totally going to ruin my day off on Friday. And I'm like, oh my God. So I hit the button, and it got done dispensing, and I'm looking, and I see it's going up to the top. So I actually had to dump some in the trash can to make room for my creamer. But at first, I thought because it came out so dark and looked like it had a creamy film on it, I'm like, well, maybe it added the creamer in it, right? So, I guess because it was mixed up so much, I thought there was creamer added to it. So I'm drinking it and I'm like, oh, because I can't do black coffee. I don't know if you can do black coffee or not, but I cannot drink black coffee. Let me know in the comments what type of coffee you drink, because I just, if I run out of milk, on occasions I'll do black coffee, but I normally can't do it. I just don't like the taste. So at least I have to have some type of creamer in there, whether it's French vanilla, hazelnut. I love hazelnut. Don't mess with my hazelnut. Hazelnut's the best, and I use whole milk. I was using the 2% milk for years, but that's just like drinking skim milk. It's trash. I can't drink it. Anyway, I thought that it had creamer in it. I thought I automatically dispensed creamer in it. So, I started to taste it, and after, a few seconds, it started to settle, and I saw it was black, and I'm like, well, I can't do this. So I went back, spilled some out, and I put some creamer in it, and took my first sip of Royal Farms coffee. Oh my God! Let me tell you, you are missing out. So if there's a Royal Farms near you, you have to get in your car like right now and go get coffee. You would think I'm sponsoring, that I was being sponsored by Royal Farms, but I'm not. This is just, the coffee is so good. I actually had rewards for a free coffee, which is even better. So I got a sandwich that was like $4 and some odd cents, and with this being free and my rewards discount, I got the sandwich for like $2.50 some cents, which was an absolute steal. But it's a little bit of an extra drive for me to drive a little bit further to Royal Farms than it is Wawa. Wawa. I have like so many Wawas in my location. It's not even funny. Like every corner, there's a Wawa and a Turkey Hill. I don't know if you're familiar with the outside, the outside area, outside Philadelphia, the Reading area, but there's a Turkey Hill freaking everywhere. There's a Wawa freaking everywhere. But Royal Farms are starting to pop up more in Pennsylvania. I usually see them a lot when I'm driving towards Virginia. When I go on family vacation, we go to Virginia at least twice a year. I always see once you pass that line and you go into Virginia, I see Royal Farms, even Delaware Royal Farms. They're all over the place, right? And I really wish they had more Royal Farms in every corner than Wawa's and Turkey Hills, just because their coffee. Now, Royal Farms is good for their chicken. If you ever had their chicken is the best. But I'm gonna have to make that as equal as their coffee. Not everybody in my family likes their chicken. They're like, oh, it's blah blah blah. They don't like it. I love Royal Farms. I like it better. I like the chicken even better than KFC. We had a KFC Taco Bell near us, and they actually ripped it down. So there's no more KFC and Taco Bells that are close to me. I have to go further out. But Royal Farms coffee, no joke. You really need to try this. Again, let me know in the comments what type of coffee you drink. Of course, I need coffee not only for work, but for content creation in the morning, or even when I'm doing something even on YouTube. I need my coffee. I need it to rejuvenate. I need it to, for years I wasn't drinking coffee because I was on the keto diet, whatever. So I stopped drinking coffee for years. And the last, 4 years I've been on that coffee kick again. I can just drop it, like right away, and stop drinking it. Same thing with beer. I'm a beer drinker. I can just stop it anytime I want to and not have to worry about, anything. I might get the headaches and stuff like that when you stop drinking coffee. But if I don't drink my coffee, mm, if I don't drink my coffee in the morning, I get a really, really bad headache. I know it. I know my body needs that caffeine. I need that coffee, which is kind of sad because, there could be a lot of other worse things, when people tell me you shouldn't be drinking coffee, you shouldn't be drinking so much caffeine. But there's a lot of other worse things that people do that I don't do. So if caffeine is one of my addictions, then so be it. I don't smoke. I don't drink that much. I have a beer or a couple of beers on the weekend if there's a football game or something like that. But I don't drink as much as I used to. I just can drop it. My last case of beer I got was sometime in July, right? So, but anyway, I'm a coffee snob now for Royal Farms coffee. I'm a sucker. It's great coffee. I think you should try it out. Let me know what you think. And even if you had Royal Farms before, let me know if you like it or not. Like which coffee you like better. Do you like Wawa, Turkey Hill, or do you like Royal Farms? Let me know. This is where I leave this video. Please give me a thumbs up. As always, later.